Alright, perfect. Let me make sure OBS is on all the right stuff. Alright. Let me share the stream around. And then I will focus in. Well, it says I'm live here in the dashboard. Let me put this in another tab and make sure it's working. Ah, I understand. I don't know why. I always have trouble with this once I start doing it. Let me view my channel. There we go. Okay. Share the stream around on my phone. We'll get going. Make sure my phone is muted so that doesn't come through. Okay, let me post this on Twitter and then I'll probably post it on Blue Sky too. Can kind of figure out if I like this music or not while I'm jamming here. Alright, let's go. Alright, I'm gonna start with black and orange. I want this to be kind of asymmetric, maybe one claw bigger than the other. But I do want this to be good in the 32 by 32 square. And I can make the squares bigger later if I need to. Let's do... I'll be in and out checking the chat if anybody pops in. Oops. Make sure that's contiguous. Oh yeah, forgot. Little guys, we don't use more than black, white, and a color. So I'm definitely going to want to change around this color and probably cut into the white so it's not so jarring. But we'll see. Do that. Well, let's put the eyes where they're supposed to be on a crab and see how they look. And maybe like, that might be a little too cute. We'll see. Okay, just so I don't click the wrong color too much. Oh yeah, gotta have multiple crabs for sure. I might make this guy, well, I'm gonna keep this guy small for the moment, but he might wind up bigger eventually. Let me shift the eye all the way over. No, we don't want to do that. Let's deselect and move it like that. I want the base crab to be kind of small, and then other crabs to get kind of big. But I'm thinking like maybe like if I have like the orange one, also doing one that's like, find the right, doing like a this. I might break my rule for these because I'm starting to kind of break the rule. The rule was black, white, and one other color, but I might start breaking the rules and use one or two more colors on things. Yeah, that's still asymmetrical, but it doesn't look as weird. And then maybe cut in right here. Yeah, for sure. This is kind of just Krabby from Pokemon right now, but that's fine. Yeah, I like it so far. Let's go a little lower so that the white isn't as jarring. Maybe go up right there though. Maybe just do like a middle one instead. No, it was better before. Yeah. Yeah, that pixel is good. Kind of like he's... No, wait, that actually doesn't make sense that way. This makes more sense. But maybe bring these legs over here in. And then cut that out. Maybe do like a black pixel here and here. One there. Maybe two, and then one more right here. Okay. What's his name? Definitely a crab. I don't think he has a name yet. All of the like enemies I've been making are starting to get names. Like this like red blood slime is a plasmoid. And I've made some animations of those. Like this is it when it's chasing you. And then its idle animation is up here. It's for this one it's the same frames for both, but then the other there's the rush slime is the same but green, and this has slightly different animations. Those are getting names. I don't know about the crabs yet. This animation I really like. This is one of my favorites I've done so far. And then I don't remember what the idle is. This is the first one I animated. Yeah, just a simple little bounce. And then there's I'm working on the boss, or one of the bosses. Evan's seen this guy. This is gonna be the animation, but I was testing stuff up here. But this is what he looks like. He glows because he's on fire. Let me see. I did some animations for the... Oh, I did the gelatinous cube, but legally distinct from the gelatinous cube. That's what it looks like when it's just around, and then when it's chasing, it kind of jiggles like this. Bounces up and down like that. And then there's the dwarves. The dwarves have more animations because they're actually people. I don't like this animation much yet. It's fine, but the head bouncing is a little aggressive. Moving animation, simple. And then this, I can't get this one right. The side profile and that one I think look correct. This one I'm struggling with, and it's just a perspective thing because of how top down works. And then I have been working on the player character, but she's not good yet. We're working on her, but she has the most animation frames because she's a full person and you're going to be seeing her most of the time. Okay, back to... I'm just going to save this guy real quick. Name of what it is first. We'll just call it Crab for now, and if I want to give him a better name later, I can. Okay. Let's make him face... Oh, I forgot. This is the... Wait, am I stupid? These are... I'm trying to make it the same for all the sprite sheets, so these need to be flipped. Yeah. So this one is the one that needs to go this way, and we can start making the back sprite. And put some like flex on him, and then this is going to be slightly smaller because it's the one in front. And then this one a little bigger because it's in back. And then this isn't going to be like that. Maybe do like one of those. And then we want the joints of the arms to connect back here. This one already kind of does, but I'm going to bring it down a little bit more and do this. Yeah, I think that's correct. Which, the big one, yeah. Make this one like, let's see. That's a little too skinny, but we can go like that, and then bring this in like that, and then round it off maybe. No, not round it off. Keep that point, maybe round it off there. Maybe. I like that. I'm not 100% yet. When I preview the stream, it goes all the way back to the beginning, which is not correct. Now, I haven't decided because they're crabs. I might only make them face these directions, but I kind of think that might just wind up looking silly. Let's flip that as well. And then we're gonna 1, 2, then bring this over 1. And then this is slightly closer to the camera, so now this gets bigger. Bring the way it contours over a little bit. The legs can mostly stay the same, but I think I'm gonna I really need to just learn to use the keyboard shortcuts, but I haven't done it thus far, and now I don't want to learn. I know P is not pencil. What is pencil? That's frame properties. Oh, because it's brush, and then E is eraser. I know those two, but I just never have my hand on the keyboard while I'm drawing. I think... And then it's a little cheap, but I might just flip that the other way because it's functionally the same. Like, that doesn't meaningfully look like the claws are wrong, even though it's asymmetrical, and one, I should be like completely flipping those. I guess I could try to do like a... Or actually, I think this one, I can move the claws for this one over. Move that up. Then move it. Make sure it's the same height. Yeah. Like that. And then this one. want to do that over here too. Yeah. I think that's mostly how the rotation should look. Let's see. Oh, I put a dot there and I don't think I want that. I might also just want this to be maybe like that. Yeah. We might bring, nah. Like that. I think that looks pretty good. Okay. Let's tag this. Let's do this animation first. I think it's gonna be one claw goes up, the other claw goes down. And this one is gonna come open more. And this one's gonna shut. This playlist isn't bad, but I do think fuck, I meant to select that. I do think I'm gonna have to change it in a second. I need to... Okay, I'm forcing myself to use the fucking shortcuts. That's too much off of there. So it'll... This is not how it's gonna stay, but just to like... Yeah, that opens, that shuts, and then they'll reverse the other way. So this frame probably, I'm gonna use the same one, but I'll probably change it. And reuse the starting frame, probably change. This is probably too many frames of animation. I'll probably try to cut it down, but I'm trying to use as little frames as possible for the small things so that once I put them into the game engine, they're easier to program everything into, and I can focus on the code rather than the finicking with the timings and stuff. And this is going to be shut. It's almost correct. That one doesn't shut quite as aggressively as this one is. I kind of wonder if I see, that's 5 frames. I could probably cut out a frame. Maybe let me cut this one out and just see what happens. Let's this is the extreme one. Let's make the timing on it longer. maybe copy the first frame over and make this a 6-frame animation. And then, yeah, make the timing on this frame 150. So it's like, maybe make the middle frame that's in between, we'll make this short. Okay, that's the start. This is the transition frame. It's a little robotic. Maybe, okay. Do kind of a, let's just cut. Oh. This I'm gonna bring over and up. This is gonna look really goofy to start, but I think once I do the rest of the body, it's gonna make sense. But I wanna get the head right first. Yeah, that's gonna look different when I bring this up with it. Yeah. And then for this, I think this is gonna stay the same, but this will be up like it was. But bring it over. And this starting frame, this goes up now. And then this will be up, and this will be like this. So he's kind of like bobbing back and forth, and then the rest of his body can kind of move with that. And I can edit, the eye is kind of going a little harder than I wanted to, but I can edit that as we go. But he'll have some personality. So yeah, so this starts to go over. I think the first thing we do is the leg is gonna lead. Like that. Maybe this one starts to come in. No, I don't like how that looks, but maybe like that. Yeah, it's the same, so that one doesn't change. But then this one will start to lead upward, and this can start to go up. Yeah, so that flash is too quick for it to mean anything yet, but so let's go to this frame, and I'm just gonna erase most of the bottom half and copy that over. Yeah, and then go here. This is all gotta move too, I think. Alright, goodbye, enjoy your shower. I was probably late in noticing that comment, but it's fine. This is gonna be loud, sorry, I'm adjusting the mic. I think the frame where it lands on the snaps, the claw needs to more drastically change. Also just, I think this, well, that might not be too far. Let's get this all right first. I think the issue, yeah, this is actually wrong. This is moving too far over. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So yeah. So that's coming back. So this should be like... Yeah. I like the kind of teetering back and forth. I might edit the timings of it though. Let's make this 150, this 100, this 200. That might wind up being too slow. I don't know. Maybe the 150 ones can stay 100. And that'll be... I don't hate that. Maybe cut the 200 back to 150. And we just do away with something being 50 milliseconds. I don't know, let's draw the rest of the frames before I commit to timing. Yeah, this... It's all the way up here, then it's coming back. This one, that was squashed, so it should be... I think just moving 2 pixels over like that. Yeah. But I want this leg to be down a pixel. Also, when this is all the way up like that, bring that in 2. And right here, bring it in 1. Yeah, that looks more like the mass is being preserved and there's not new mass being added. Or there's not, like, it's not rotating within its own outline. What I might do is bring this up more. And like a little flick. and then make this the same timing. No, that doesn't really have the impact I thought it would. I think I'd actually have to add another frame. It's okay. I'm gonna keep editing. So this one, this is coming back. This should be gone one. And the legs should be starting to come up. Like that. Make this back to 150 and get rid of the little sparks. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. What if I... Also, while I'm here, I was just looking at this. I think I need, and then like that maybe. Yeah, I think that makes more sense to me. Let's copy that, paste it on all of the frames just to make sure they're consistent when I start to do that pose. So this, it's coming back down. This side is correct, but this side should be way up. Bring this over. That's way too far. I just copied this. Bring it over one. I like that. I could kill this thing with a knife in a game. I wonder if maybe the claw that's gonna snap doesn't get any upward motion. So then in this case, this would be down. And it'll look more like it's going, like, there's more. On one hand, I do think that looks better, but it still doesn't look how I want it to. But maybe, I don't know, maybe when the crab is, this is the idle animation. So, oh, I also want to write idle next to it. This needs to be like 22. Oh, never mind, it needs to be like 12. Why did you do all that for? Just so that it's good on the sprite sheet. I want to have those labels in the engine so that I can easily like check if I've gone too far in frames once animations are done and I don't remember anything. What if there's no telegraph at all, actually? Maybe even like goes down a little and then pops up. Now it looks jerky and wrong right now, but I think, well, maybe let's paste it and not. Wait, which frame did I edit? I understand why that's wrong. Okay. I also understand that this should be that. Well, in keeping with the theme. or the motion that I've set up. And then same with this. I think this actually should be, oops. Yeah, I think the snapping looks right. It's just that little jerk doesn't properly convey what's happening. I also realized the music stopped a while ago. I didn't have it on loop. Let's find another playlist in here. What were we thinking? All of these are just... I just hate reading the titles. I'm just gonna click some random. Yeah, whatever that is. That's one video in this playlist. Let's do the 33 song playlist. Got it on shuffle. Yeah, I will tolerate this music. I don't know if, like, the more I'm looking at it, I'm just used to it, so I'm starting to like it, but I do think I kind of like the way it jerks a little bit. I might stick with that for now. What if I could add like this. No, that looks wrong on that. But it might look good here. Especially if I make that the same speed. I don't hate that. I'm not sold on it, but I don't hate it. Pull this up right here. How long have I been going for? $50. Okay. I'm gonna get to an hour and then I'm gonna stop. Okay. See, now that I'm looking like this, I'm like, well, that can't be like that. It actually would look better if the claws stayed the same, but the movement was reversed because of how they're being held. I'm just gonna animate what it looks like, and it doesn't need to be perfect. So this one's gonna open like that. And then on this frame, it's up 1, 2. Oh, the tip needs to be 4 frames higher. Yeah. This is already starting to look wrong because of how the claw shape differs on each side. Like, because it's asymmetrical, I almost needed to redraw the claws to reflect how they are reversed, but I think it'll be okay if I perform this properly, it'll be okay. Yeah, it's funny how much, like, all the movements add up compared to that. See, that opens, and then this one's supposed to open and come down.
Turn up the bass.
I don't love the music I'm hearing, but I'm gonna let it run. Yeah, this music might drive me nuts. I'm gonna have to find a different playlist. Not for me. Oh, I've gotta go all the way fucking back to the channel. Can I just... What if I just type guitar? Hit playlist. Travel music playlist, and it's 1,000 long. This is a little too calm. This is fine. This is less... I just don't like the voice I kept hearing. So this should be the same as that ish to start. Oops, no. Should be the same as this one to start. But this shit just froze. Yeah, because this is barely moving, that's why. Is this on the same? It's one too low. This needs to maybe be lower by 1. Yeah, that's seeming correct. How are we looking on time? 55 minutes. Yeah, let's start animating the head movement. Yeah, those look okay. They're kind of grooving. Alright, I think we're at, what, like an hour? Yeah, we're at like an hour on the dot.